Well, hello, hello. Welcome to Thursday night Facebook Live. Tonight is Happy Mail card class. It is a free card class. If you would like to get the make and takes or the card kit packets for the 4 cards that we're making, it is a minimum $40 purchase before tax, shipping. Although if you order tonight or tomorrow, there is no shipping. And before any rewards or your bonus coupons. If you would like to live locally and pick it up, it's only $35 before tax, shipping, rewards, coupons, all that stuff. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me tonight. Like I said, I'm Tina Carini, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator coming to you from Byron, Georgia. So I have 4 really, really cute cards. They're pretty awesome, or at least I think they are. They're easy. They're not hard cards to do. And they're all masculine. So I hope that you like them. I think that you will. And I can't wait to get started. But we're going to give a little bit of time for everybody to come on here. I need to switch this. There we go. So now I can see comments. Hey, Carol. Hey, Nelda. How are you guys doing? I'm happy you're here too, and I am so happy to be here. I think you guys are going to really like the cards. They're pretty simple. I was thinking earlier today, if there's any type of card that you would like to see me do, please let me know what they are so that I can kind of plan what you guys like and go from there. Excuse me. So anyway, don't forget that free shipping ends tomorrow. So it started yesterday. So with any purchases of $75 or more, keep in mind that it is before your tax, your shipping. Oh, your shipping is not included in that because it's free shipping. Any rewards or bonus coupons that you have, and those bonus coupons are ending soon too. So if you still have them, make sure that you use them. But anyway, if you purchase $75 or more before all that jazz, you get free shipping, and that's a pretty big savings. And I mentioned bonus coupons are ending soon. Don't forget the joining special that's going on right now, where you get the Stampin' Positioner, which we'll be using that tonight. So that is this. You will get that for free. It will be automatically added to your kit for $99 plus tax. Shipping is free on that as well. And you get to choose $125 worth of product of your choice that is current. All right, so I think that is it. I hope that you guys have had a great week so far. Hey, Kim, it is Thursday. Tomorrow is Friday. Yay, yay, yay. And then the weekend. Yay, yay, yay. But the weekends go so fast, don't they? Or at least they seem to go very fast. So let's go ahead and get started here. So I have, you'll get a PDF file. It does not have the directions because these cards, you can pretty much follow them by the pictures. Don't mind the color of the print on the cards. I still have not got my colored ink. So there's certain colors it just isn't, or it could be just my, because it hasn't told me I'm low on ink. So it could just be my printer, which, go figure, my computer is on its last legs, and so my printer is going to go too, right? Hey, it's okay. It's nothing but a thing. So anyway, but it does have the cutting measurements, and it has links to all the supplies that I used for each card. So I will email that to you when I ship your cards for the card pack if you choose to get them. It is oh, you guys are saying hi. I saw my chat moving and I'm like, okay. So I will mail those out. When will I mail those out? The last day to make a purchase to get these 4 card kits is the 28th of February. So I will probably mail them out Monday, possibly Tuesday, but most likely Monday. So when I mail them out, I will email you the PDF file too. If you pick them up, well, that's a different story. I'll arrange for you guys to get it. So anyway, I'll email it out to you. All right, so are you guys ready to see the first card? This is it right here. I know this stamp set has been around for a little while now, but I thought it would be nice to use it because it is on the last chance list right now. So you can still get this stamp set. You cannot get the hybrid embossing folder anymore. That is gone. Hold mine until March, class, please. I most certainly will, Kim. So this, I just thought this would make a great masculine card, and I thought it went really well with the Country Woods Designer Series paper, and it's a cute little triangular cut, so I'm going to show you how to do it. It's real easy to do, and it's really cute. All right, so let me show you the inside. Nope, yep. So the inside to this one, I decorated it. You can decorate yours any way that you want to, but I just thought that that was really nice. So I just stamped off twice, and then on the third stamp is when I stamped the sailboat, so that it wouldn't be too dark and compete with your sentiment. So let's go ahead. So here is this. My greeting, so this is the sunrise sailing, so we're going to use this sailboat. We're going to use these sail decorations, I don't know what else to call them except for that. And I'm so glad you guys love this card. And then we're going to use the little bird, seagull, I guess is what it is. Then for the sentiment, I'm bringing in the right words, and we're going to use happy birthday. So you can change the sentiment and do whatever you'd like to do with it. But I'm always in need with birthday cards. And so that's what I chose to do. So we have a piece of crumb cake. This is just your typical size. It's a card sheet cut in half at 5 1/2. It is 8 1/2 inches long, and we scored it at 4 1/4. So we're going to go ahead and fold that and give that a nice crease. Oops, I got some glue. Look at that. Ha! All right. So I was filling up my fine tip glue bottle, and I needed something to bang down the green glue with, because you know you have to, when it starts to get low, you gotta like shake it and bang it so that it comes down. So that's what I was doing. So let's see. So the next thing is, this is our inside piece, so we're gonna put that aside for right this second. Then we have our white for our stamping. Is that the right size? Yep, it sure is. All right, it looks smaller to me for some reason. This is 2 5/8 by 3 1/2. Again, the measurements will be in a PDF file for you. I'll also put a, what do you call them? A QR code, is that what you call it? On the PDF file somewhere. I'll try to fit it in there so that you guys can just use that to refer to this video, and it will be on YouTube too, because Facebook deletes them after so long. So if you guys ever go back on here to review a video, it may not be there anymore. So just know that I always upload these things to YouTube. Oh, and speaking of YouTube, if you are watching the replay on YouTube, thank you very much. I so much appreciate it. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, I hope that you do. And make sure that you click the bell icon so that you get notified every time I upload a new video. And please give me a thumbs up if you enjoy this video. And I also really love to read your comments and all that kind of jazz. So thank you again so very much. All right, so then we have our mat here, which is Knighted Navy. It is 2 3/4 by 3 5/8. And then we have our Country Woods Designer Series paper. And this is 4 by 4, 4 inches by 4 inches. Hey, Chris. So happy to see you on here, girl. All right, so what we're gonna do is, let me go ahead and do this first so that I can show you guys that I need to move this out of my way. And we're gonna bring in our trimmer. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna put this in your trimmer and you're gonna cut it at an angle, which I already did, so I'm not gonna do it again. I just have it taped on the back so that you guys, so I can show you what to do. So you just take it and you put it in your trimmer point to point, and then you put your arm down, and then we're gonna move that one out of the way. You wanna start somewhere on the paper. Don't start from your corner, from any one of the corners, because what usually happens is you will bunch up or tear your corners up. So you want to start on your paper, and then you can just slide up and slide down. So I've already done that for you, and let me pull this tape right off. I'm going to save that because that can be reused. I love my Post-it tape. It is so awesome. All right, so what we've got here are these two pieces of triangle. So what you're going to do is you're going to adhere them down to your card base, and you're going to go all the way to the edge on it. Let me make sure I am in the camera here. All the way, just like that. So you're going to have this empty space right here, and you can stamp in that. You can do whatever you want. So you don't have to do a little rectangle. You could do circle. You could even do an image. You could do a flower. You could do an animal. You could do a tree. Whatever you wanted to do, you could do. And then you could also decorate the sides. You could stamp your sentiment in this part too if you wanted to. However you wanted to do it. I don't know if you could even flip this. So if you changed your mind, yes, you can. So if you changed your mind and you wanted the back side of the designer series paper, you most certainly could do that too. So, but I like this one. So that's the one we're going to use. And I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. I'm going to use my liquid glue because it gives me a lot of wiggle room depending on how much I put on there. And I've already got glue all over my fingers already. I tell you, I am such a messy crafter. My desk is a mess. My husband once asked me, how can you work with that mess? I said, it's easy. I know about where everything is, or I know which direction to go and look. I might have to dig a little, but well, when you're crafting and you're designing and all that kind of good stuff, you don't want to put it away. Did I? Yeah, I thought I did that backwards. Woo! All right, so now we're going to put this piece. Yeah, you don't want to put it away, especially if you know that you're probably going to be using it again. So it is a real pain, though, to clean up when you're done. All right, so we're going to slide that down. All right, so that part is all done. So we're going to put that aside. So we are going to bring in our sailboat, which is right here. Put this glue lid on. We're going to bring in Early Espresso. We're going to have this one. We'll put this aside, and we're going to do the inside of our card. All right, so I am going to ink up my sailboat. I need a piece of scrap. I'm going to bring this piece in right here. I'm going to stamp this towards the bottom. Yeah, probably right about there. Kind of center it in there. Ooh, I jumped. I hope it didn't. It rocked a little bit. It's all right. We'll be all right. All right, so now I need to ink this up. And it could be like the loose ropes, right? That's what I say. And then I am going to stamp this off twice. No, I got a hair or something on there. Huh. Let me clean this off. Let me clean it off. Piece of fuzz or hair or something. I don't know. All right, so here we go. Let's try this again. So I'm going to stamp it off once. That didn't ink up good, so let's try this again. All right, stamp it off once. One more time. And then we're going to bring this in, and I'm going to stamp it right in this up top in the center. If that makes sense. I should see your area. Oh my goodness. You know, it's no fun if you don't make a mess, I'm telling you. So I'm going to do the same thing with my bird. And then we're just going to stamp those right on there. I don't know why, but these birds are a little hard for me to stamp. I can stamp the first one perfectly, but then it seems like when I go to stamp that one, it doesn't want to do it. All right, so there we go. So what did I stamp in here? Oh, to someone worth celebrating. I put that stamp away, and let's see, we could pull that back out. So here we go, to someone worth celebrating. I just need a block for that. This will work. It's a little big, but it will work. And we did that in Night of Navy. So we're going to bring some Night of Navy in. We're going to ink that up. We're going to stamp that. Okay. I'm going to try to stamp this straight, but I am not looking at it dead straight on. So yeah, it's a little crooked, but it's okay. Now we're going to bring in, where are they? Did I not block them? Maybe I didn't block those. All right, good thing we have the stamp set here, and I did not. So we're going to do those, the little sail decorations. That's what I like to call them. We're going to do those in Night of Navy. We're going to bring in our little piece in here. And I'm just going to try to line this up. Now I'm looking at this at an angle, so you guys just give me a little bit of grace. All right, we're off a little bit, but that is okay. You guys get the gist of it, right? Messy crafters make beautiful creations. Oh, I'd like to think that we do. All right, so I'm going to flip this back over again because it's a little distracting. That's okay. All right, and I got ink on my fingers, so it's a good chance I'll get it on our cardstock, but we're going to go with it if we do. All right, so now we are going to do a little glue around that, and we're just going to layer this right here the best that we can. And like so. Come on. All right, so now we're going to pop this up on the front. So let's bring in some dimensionals for that. Here we go. I'm probably going to do about 4. Take these backings off of this, and then we're just going to center it on here. Oh, all right, you guys, we forgot to stamp the happy birthday, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this or not, but we're going to try it because that has a valley. Maybe if I just stick another dimensional underneath there, maybe that will be enough support. What do you think? I think we're going to try it. All right, so hopefully we're going to be able to do this. If not, it will be all right, right? This card might not make it to somebody, but it's okay. So it's one solid stamp, and I broke this up. So what I did was I just stamped the happy, Made sure that it was only on the happy. And I keep missing that one piece of that Y. And then I just came in. Oh, let's just hope. I don't know if I got this straight or not because I am not. It's okay. Oh, that just came off of there. Wow, okay. So I'm losing my sticky on that. All right, so now I'm going to do the birthday. I think we're good there. We're going to turn it the right side up, and we're going to come down and stamp it right about there. Well, it didn't stamp right, but that's okay. All right, I'm okay with this. All right, so you guys get the gist of it, right? The good thing I have this sample to share with you guys, and I've already taken all my pictures, so we're good. Then I'm just going to center this right here on here. I forgot to stamp the birds too, you guys. Wow, I'm batting what do you call it? Batting 1 out of 3. That's not great. Good thing these birds are pretty easy to stamp though. All right, so I'm going to put one right there, one right there, and one over here. There we go. All right, now if you wanted to, you could add embellishments, some kind of guy embellishments or whatever you wanted to do to jazz it up a little bit more. If you want to put some linen thread or something to that nature, you most certainly could. I know that most guys probably don't appreciate bows, so I probably wouldn't do that. Although my husband told me that he does like some flowers, but not like really girly. And he loves funny cards too. Like those pun cards, is that what you call them? He likes those too. All right. Oh, and he loves any kind of interactive card. Absolutely loves them. All right, so there we go. So that is card number 1. And you will get all these pieces, and these will be, I will probably will not cut these. I'll have you cut them. I don't know, maybe I will cut them for you guys. Okay, so that's that. If you want to decorate your envelope, you can always do designer series paper that will coordinate with it. You can do some stamping. You know, what? I wonder what it would look like if we went crazy with a whole bunch of birds. Or maybe if we just did a couple of groups of 3 birds. Let's try that. Let's just see if we like that or not. Like we can just do a group of 3. Just like that. It gives it a little something, right? Maybe we can do another group of 3 here. You don't even have to be the same way. Yeah, you know what? I kind of like that. That's kind of cool. Yeah. And then you can kind of like fill in a little bit if you want to. We can do that. We can do that too. Let me do this and we can come right off. Well, not that much. Come off a little bit. Well, anyway, that looks really cute. And then we're done. That card is done. All right, so we can put this up because I'm pretty sure we're done with the early espresso. And we are going to bring in card number 2. So how'd you guys like that card? It's pretty cute, huh? I think it's a good card for guys, Nelda. I think it's really cute. Let's see. Okay, so that was the sailboat one. So this one, let me show you what I did first. So this one was the one that I did first. And I really love it because I absolutely love these color combinations. But the more I looked at it, and you can see it's even got some sparkles on the cupcake icing. But the more I looked at it, the more I thought, you know, it's a guy card, yes. but I thought it's more for like maybe a young guy, a teenager. So I redid it, and we did this one. I really like this one too. This one could be boy or man. I asked my husband, would you like a card like this? He goes, yeah, honey, I think that's great. So I'm like, okay. So I don't do very many guy cards. Bye, Chris. Love you. All right, so we are gonna, this is Mossy Meadow, and we're gonna fold that in half. It's the same thing, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And we've got that. Then we have these pieces here, and this is for our sentiment, and it is about 2 inches by 3 3/4, I think it is. Then we have a piece of Timid Tiger, which I've embossed these using the lovely stripes, and we have a piece of Mossy Meadow. These are 1 7/8 by 4 1/4. Now I give you a little tip. When you're embossing and you know it's gonna shrink up this way, sometimes depending on how your embossing folders are, you will lose just a little bit. If you wanted to, if you were making this on your own, just kind of like move it up like a hair, just to kind of cover that. But they should be fine. So they're gonna go right across here, on here. Then we have our basic gray, which is 2 by, no, those are not the right. I got, I'll have to go and change that. I have, see, that's why I do this. I take these PDF files when we're building these cards so that I can catch any measurement mistakes. So the basic is not 3 3/4. It is 4 1/4. In all actuality, they're not 4 1/4 either. If you didn't want the extra to go in the inside to decorate your card, you would do them at 4 1/4. But mine, I think, are 5. I think they're 5, so that we can trim 5.5, so that we can trim them off and use them, and you can trim them off to use them for to decorate the inside of your card. So we're just going to glue these on here. This is 2 by 5.5. This is not, and these are, what did I say these were? 1 7/8 by 5.5. So we're going to go ahead and glue these up. And I don't know if I said this was the lovely stripes embossing folder that we use. So you will get, they will come embossed for you, so you don't have to worry about that. But it is a really cool embossing folder. Okay, why isn't that sliding? It is a really cool embossing folder to have. I like it a lot. I gotta bring this up closer to me, guys. I hope you're okay with that. There we go. Making a mess too. I got this glue all over my fingers. Make sure that I do this the right way. Okay. And then I also put that way, I didn't need to go that far. I think I went all the way down on that one. So let's bring this silicone mat. So just in case it sticks, we're gonna do this one all the way down to the bottom too, all the way to the edge. There we go. And then this one is gonna go right over the top of those, like so. So we're gonna do the same thing. And then we're gonna trim this off. Try to trim it off as straight and as neat as we can. Just like that. All right, so then I went over on both of them. So my scissors are gonna get a little gooey, and we're gonna lay this down so that we can catch it and it not go all over everything. I'm gonna try really hard not to cut my cardstock, which I just did. And I'm sorry if I'm cutting out, but I kind of have to pull it up so I can see what I'm doing. I really cut the side of the cardstock on this. I'm messing up a lot tonight. It's all right, right? All right, there we go. You can't tell too much, I don't guess. All right, so then that goes on the inside of our cards. So here we go. So we've got the timid tiger, which is going to come. I don't want to get this glue all over the back of this, but it's all right if it does. Okay. So we're going to take this, and I am going to we're going to do some more cutting because we don't need that much. All right, so I'm just going to try to do this as even as I can. This one's going to come down here. Flush, flush, flush. You know what? I think I left a little white, but on this one, I'm not going to. Don't you hate when things don't go exactly like you want it to? It's all right. And then this is going to go right over here. Just like that. Okay, so this needs to come over just a teeny bit. It would be a lot easier if I could have just put that, but this has to lay over them. So okay. How about if we do this? We lay this right here like so. Like that. And then we can just slide this right underneath there. Like that. That works, right? There we go. I'm happy with that. So we're going to put some glue here. Some glue here, some glue here. And then we're going to go ahead and stick this on here. And I'm getting glue over everything because it is all over my fingers. Push that up a little more. I'm just trying to get this edge over here straight. I don't care what this edge looks like because we're going to stick some glue in here. I promise you that this is not this hard. I tell you guys that all the time. I'm making it look a lot harder than it is. All right, so now we're going to just trim these off without cutting our cardstock this time. You want to use your cardstock as your edge, but you don't want to cut into it. There we go. All right. And that still shifted on me. Oh, well, you guys get the idea. I'll show you the inside of the other one. It was done right. All right, so we're going to glue this down. I'm going to take this right around there. We're going to move this out of the way because I don't want to get glue all over everything. I've got glue everywhere on this one. I promise you, it's not this hard. Yeah, so it's so funny because as it was getting closer and closer to time, I'm just trying to rub some of this glue off. As it was getting closer and closer time for me to go live tonight, I was getting more and more anxious, and I don't know why. And maybe that's why, is because I knew I was going to mess up. I don't know. Anyway, so we're going to bring this. I'm going to move that out of the way. We're going to bring this in. This is for our sentiment. So, there it is. And I bumped my phone. We are going to use Secret C. And I've already blocked this up. The stamp set that we're using for this one, that can be moved because we've already done that, is with you in mind. This is a fantastic stamp set to have because the sentiments on here are their greetings are so I like the second version for sure. Yeah, it's a lot more guy-y. The other one is guy-y, but it's more like for a younger guy, I think. But But this is a great, because your sentiments are large, so they can be your focal point. And then you have these cute little things right here that you can use to decorate with. So I got ink on that, so we're gonna flip that over. Good thing we have double-sided paper. I'm gonna ink this up. I'm using Secret C. And we're just gonna stamp this right down and pull that up. So now this is where you're gonna do some fussy cutting. You're gonna stamp your sentiment and then you're gonna fussy cut around it. And I really did not want you guys to have to sit here and watch me fussy cut. So I am just gonna do a little bit. So you wanna turn your paper and not your scissors, which as soon as whenever I am coordinated enough to turn my paper and not my scissors, I do a much better job and it's quicker. So turn your paper and not your scissors. Sometimes you still gotta kind of wiggle your scissors a little bit, but for the most part, you just turn your paper. And that's all I'm gonna do. So then if you can cut straight, just cut right in between there. If not, just use your trimmer and trim it so that, because that part you want to be a rectangle, and then this part you want to be trimmed out, cut out, fussy cut out. All right, so what did I do? Here it is. With our card. See there? I'm just throwing things around. Before we do that, and I should have stamped our cupcake before I glued that piece down, but we did not. So we're going to use a little Secret C on that too. I'm going to ink that up. And I am going to just stamp it right about here. Just like so. Oh, I didn't ink that very well. Wow, I'm doing really great. It's all right. It is okay. You guys are, at least you guys are getting the idea on how to put these cards together, right? And I know I had, well, I guess we're going to use these because, oh, here they are. Let's bring these back in because we've got some big spots that we can put the bigger ones on. And then we're going to use the little ones for some of these little areas. Probably could have put a bigger one there, but it's okay. It's all right. Put one right there. And one right there. And then we can cut a little slither. And we can do this. So you guys, last time I did Happy Mail, which felt like it was just yesterday, actually. What did I do with it? Oh, there it is. I gave away a different card. Didn't think about the fact that I had duplicates of these. So tonight, you will get one of these cards. And you can pick one of the ones we didn't mess up on. Or one of the samples. So when we do our numbers. Okay. That is going to go right here. Like so. And then this we're going to pop up too. So let's go ahead. I'm going to use these little ones. And put probably 3, I think is good. I have 4. It's stuck. Okay. And then my fingers are so sticky. All right. There we go. So that is that. So we have the inside all decoration. Don't mind my craziness here. But anyway, so this is all done. I'll go in there, take a glue eraser, maybe even try, because I don't think they're glued down very well, and I can redo them. So we've got that. We can decorate, and it's just mostly just to give you an idea of how you can decorate the inside of your card, really is what it's for. And then you can decorate your envelope. Let's do the front of our card this time. So again, you can take some designer series paper that you have that will coordinate with this. Okay, there we go. There is a little cupcake on there, and that is card number 2. All right, so let's hope and pray that our next card is not going to be as hard. But because I'm changing how I'm doing this, it might be. All right, so let me bring in this one right here. I love the colors of this card. It's so pretty and bright, and I think it still looks very masculine. And I did ask my husband if he would enjoy receiving any one of these cards, and he said he absolutely would. So this is it. I did not decorate the inside of this one, but I think we're going to try to stamp this a little different. If you like the way this looks, you just block up each of your palm trees separately, and you can curve them however you want them to go. But I decided that I was going to do something a little different, and then we can see which one we like best for when you can do it any way you'd like to. We do have an inside for our card. I have a circle punched here. You will get the circle already punched for you, but I did use the 1 3/8 inch circle punch. I have a piece of designer series paper here that is 2 inches by 5 1/4. This is from one of the brand new ones, not the pre-order ones that are on pre-order right now, but the brand new ones. This, I don't think this one's pre-order. I could be wrong. No, it's not. This is, what is this? Nature's Walk, 12 by 12 designer series paper. This is Secret C. This is going to go up underneath there, like so. And that is 2 1/4 by 5 1/4. And then we have another Secret C layer, which is 3 by 3. And then we have our basic white, which is 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. This is the one we're going to stamp on, and this one we're going to stamp on. This is our layer. This is a layer. We're going to put these aside for right now. I am going to bring in our Stampin' Positioner right here, which, there we go. All right, so I've already got this pretty much where I want it to go. I've already stamped them up. So instead of them crossing over each other, we're just going to do them like this and see how we like it. I know that moved, so I need to see. I think it's still okay. All right, so I'm going to ink all of these up at one time. Plus, this is faster this way. But if you like the crossover, by all means, do the crossover. Thank you, Carol. All right, so we're just going to ink this up really well in the Secret C. And then we're just going to lay this down. And we are going to just push that down. I'm going to try to make sure that this is all good to go. And then there we go. So if you wanted that to be darker, you could ink this again, and hopefully this will not make a liar out of me, because I did see the cardstock lift just slightly. I'm just going to ink this up one more time so that we can get, I keep hitting my phone. Sorry, you guys. Hopefully, my husband says that hopefully by the end of March or beginning of May, I should have my new computer. So if that's the case, you guys, we will be going live Oh, that's really keeps wiggling. Come on, stop. Using my server again, so that will be fantastic. I will be so happy. All right, there we go. Voila! So we made it even darker. So that's that. Let me put this over there. I almost think I like it like this. Well, I don't know. I like it both ways. Which way do you guys like it the best? So, because, you know, when in Miami, I know this is more geared towards California type stuff, but I know in Miami or in the tropics, they're always bending and they're crossing over each other and all of that. So that was, I kind of like that look, but I thought that was really cool too. And it's a lot faster. All right, so we've got that. Then we have to stamp our sentiment. I stamped our sentiment in Blueberry Bushel because that's in our designer series paper, and it is our card base color that we're using. And I am using Enjoy the Ride. And this stamps that we're using here is from the Boardwalk Run. If you guys don't have this, this is such a fun stamp set to have. There are so many cool things that you can do with this. I actually seen Stamp Your Art Out with, oh goodness gracious, I can't think of her name. Is it Rachel? I think it's Rachel. She did some really cool, she did a bendy card. Oh my gosh, that thing was so cool. So cool with that. But get the bundle, because then you can cut out your Ferris wheel and all kinds of tickets, and you like the ones not crossed. And then you can still do that without the Stampin' Positioner too. Just can't do it all at once. So Enjoy the Ride comes from the Boardwalk Fun, and we got that. Okay, so now let's put these pieces together. So let's bring in some of this messy glue that has been a big mess for me tonight. All right, and we are going to put this. It's going to go all the way to the top edge, all the way to the bottom edge, and try to give an even border on the sides. I'm okay with that. So let's do the same thing with this one. This one's going to go right here. Like that. And then let's bring in our card base, and we're going to fold that in half. Give that a nice crease, like so. This is going to go here. I'm going to give like probably an eighth to probably about an eighth of an inch from the side here. You can pop this up too if you want to, but I'm just going to glue it flat to the card base, top to bottom. And I'm okay with that. This I'm going to pop up, and we're going to bring it over. It's going to come down just a little bit more towards the bottom, and it's going to come over towards the right to leave about 1/4 of an inch from the right side too, from the side that opens. We're going to put some dimensionals on here. Well, so far, this card has been a lot smoother. So you could use designer series paper to decorate the inside of your card. You can stamp a palm tree or a couple of palm trees, whatever you wanted to do with it. Or it'd be really cool, you could probably stamp a roller coaster in there. just do it where it's really light so that you could read your sentiment or whatever you hand write in there. So that would be really cool. This is just a teeny tiny crooked. I spoke too soon. Let's just move that over just a little bit. There we go. All right, and then we're gonna pop this up too. So we're gonna take a little dimensional and we're gonna stick it right here on the side. And then we're gonna put a little glue right here. And we're gonna pull this backing off. And then we're just gonna stick that. Oops. Right there. And you could put another dimensional up underneath there too. Just to kind of give that a little bit more support. Let me take this. I got a little pokey tool here. Just like that. There we go. All right, so this card is done except for the inside. And you know what? Let's try it. Let's do, let's ink this up a couple of times here, or one time. Let's ink it up. What did I do with the base? There it is. It's all the way over there. We're gonna ink this up. We're gonna bring this in. And we are going to put this right here, just like that. I'm going to put these right there. I'm going to flip this over. And, okay, I'm not going to do that. Let's bring this down to about here. Let me see here. If I like, nope, that's too high. It's got to come here. I wonder... I don't want to move these again, and I don't want to stamp that full strength. Well, but this would be really cool if I could get that. But this is going to be up here. They're all the way up there, and this won't work turn around because there's not holes. So let me, what time is it? Okay, so I need to clean this off. And you know what? No, you guys, let's see. That's just not going to work. And I know it's not because this, it'll be too high. I want it to be right in the center. So what you would do is move these, place them on your cardstock where you wanted them to go. Make sure you know right where your cardstock is lined up at, so just in case it shifts on you, because the photopolymer stamps are a little sticky sometimes. Anyway, get it where you want it to go. Lay your stamps down how you want them to be, and then put this on here, pick them up, ink them up before you put your cardstock down. Take that back. Then move your cardstock out of the way, and then do that a couple of times, and then you come in. We're gonna do it. I'm gonna bring it all the way up there. It's gonna be a little higher than what I want, but I think it'll be all right. And then we're gonna stamp down, and then there we go. So we have that. So then your sentiment can be full strength, or you can do it blueberry bushel. So how about that? So that works. That decorates the inside of your card perfectly, right? All right, so there we go. And let's move this out of the way. Stick it right there. Then we're gonna adhere this to the inside. We have one more card, and it's gonna be really fast to do too. So I am going to lay this down, make sure it's going the right way. How many times have you guys done that? Put something in upside down? I've done it a lot. I've also addressed my envelopes upside down too. I'm sure some of you guys have probably received one of those. All right, so there we go. That is that. Then you can decorate your envelope any way that you would like to. And that is that. We have one more card. So we are going to be, this is it right here. We're going to be using the Greenery Lane. We're using this leaf image and the filler. And from the Friendly Foliage, I'm using Thinking of You. So we're doing this in Gray Granite and Secret Sea. So here we go. So we've got the Secret Sea card base, same size, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. We have our pieces. So let me move this out of the way. Here we go. We're going to fold this in half. We're going to give it a nice crease. And then we're going to flip that over. And this is the inside of our card, which we're probably not going to do. And then this is a Gray Granite card stock, which is 5 by 3 3/4. So it's going to go there. So we're going to put a little bit of glue on this. We got to figure out a way to do these faster. Huh? All right. So here we go. Good with that. Then we have another piece. This is from that beautiful Nature's Walk Designer Series paper. So here I'm stepping out of the box a little bit because I'm using Gray Granite. And Gray Granite is not in this Designer Series paper. But I think it works. I think it works. At least I don't believe that that's Gray Granite, but I think it works. And I think that is centered enough. And then we're going to stamp this. This is already blocked up too, so there's our sentiment. There's that. There's that. I am going to stamp the outside of the leaf in Secret Sea. I'm going to stamp in the middle but up towards the top so that we have room to stamp our sentiment or greeting. And I'm trying to see here, so we're just gonna give us a little grace here. All right, and then we're gonna stamp our sentiment in Secret Sea. So why Secret Sea is open. I'm gonna ink this up, and I'm gonna try to stamp this straight. It's all right. And then we are gonna pull in our Gray Granite, and we're gonna ink up our little filler here. I think we're okay. Whoops. We're going to bring this down a little bit. I think I'm still in the camera. I'm also trying not to put my head in the way too. So I don't think I'm going to line this up perfectly here, but we're going to do our best. And it's okay if it's not. It could be like a watercolor, so we're okay. It is all right. And then that is going to go right in the center. We're going to pop that up. I did not. Too many times, Kim. I know. We get busy or get in a hurry or whatever on a roll, and we just don't. Hey, Lynette. We do not pay attention to what we're doing sometimes. And something gets put upside down all the time. Okay, and then we're just going to center that right in there like so. And then you will have your inside piece that you can decorate however you like to decorate it with. So, and then you just adhere that down. I'm not going to adhere that down because I'm not 100% sure I like the way that's stamped, but anyway, so that's that. All right, you guys, and decorate your envelopes. Your envelopes will come in there as well. Okay, so let's do our number game here. Let's pick, let me write my number down. Let's see, what numbers are we going to do? We're just going to make it easy and go from 1 to 10. So go ahead and write your number down. I've got mine picked. It is right there on that green piece of paper. I'm sorry, on the pink piece of paper. So 1 to 10, between 1 and 10, whoever gets the closest without going over gets to choose one of these cards. So let's see here. This one's okay. We got that one. Here's the, I'm trying to pick the ones we did not mess up on. And this one I know we did. Here we go. There we go. All right. So we have a 6. Who else? Who else? Nelda picked 3. Kim picked 6. We have Carol and Lynette is left to pick. Need a sip of my coffee. So you guys, seriously, think about the type of card. Oh, that's what I wanted to show you guys. So I am working on this. This is called a double Z card. So it opens up like that. And I love this paper, you guys. This is the product of the month for this month. This paper is so pretty. So pretty. Let me just give you a quick look at it in case you have not seen it. But I'm sure a lot of you have seen it. But isn't this pretty? This is one side of it. And that's the other side. And you get 3 sheets of each design. So there's one. And then there's that side of it. And this is called the Painted Illusions 12 by 12. So when you spend $75 before tax, shipping, rewards, and coupons, you get to purchase this for only $5. So that is pretty cool. And we already did that one. We did that one. Look at this. This is like fish scales. I've heard a lot of people call it mermaid. It does kind of look more like a mermaid, I guess. And then that's that side of it, which is what I'm using on this card. I just haven't finished it yet. And then we have this, which is more like a rainbow. These are more like waves. And that's it, I think. Yep. So you get 3 sheets of each, and there's how many designs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 designs, is that right? If I counted it right, that's what you get. Oh, that's the back side. I just hit my phone again. That's the back side of that one, of the rainbow. Isn't that beautiful paper? So pretty, so much fun. Okay, let's see. I think everybody's picked their numbers now. So we have 3, 4, 8. Oh, it was 10. It was 10. 1 to 10. Okay, are you guys ready? What do we have? We have 8, 4, 3, and 6. And the number is 6. So that was Kim. All right, congratulations to Kim. Which one of these cards would you like for me to hold for you? Because I'm sure you'll tell me. Hold it till class. Oh, speaking of class, if you guys live in the Middle Georgia area, is it Middle Georgia or Central Georgia? I know that when I first moved here, it was Middle Georgia, but now I think everybody's calling it Central Georgia. Same difference. If you live in the Middle Georgia area, we would love for you to come join us for our card class. Our next one is March 7th at 10:30 a.m. If you would like more information on it, please just email me, reach out to me, and I will send you that information. And I will also send you the link to register for the class. Okay. Alrighty, so did Kim answer? Sailboat, please. Absolutely, ma'am. That one is yours. All right, you guys, thank you so very much for your grace tonight with all my boo-boos and mess-ups. I'm so happy that you guys jumped on here and spent a little bit of time with me, your evening with me. And yeah, so be thinking about that. You can always put comments on our group page of ideas and things that you would like for me to do. If you would like for me to do this card next Thursday, you are welcome, Carol. We can most certainly do that. I am going to be finishing that up. And or if you have any other ideas, I think Kim might be interested in a corner pocket card that we can do too. So you guys just let me know what you guys would like to do. If it's something that is pretty detailed, involved or something, I probably will not do it on here. And I probably, oh, I'm so glad you guys love the cards. I probably will not do it on here. I save those for our in-person advanced class for those, because those are really detailed, and I know that the ladies really love the hands-on for those types of cards. So that is it, guys. Thank you so much again. I don't think I'm forgetting anything. I don't think I am. Don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, hearts, likes. Thank you for all your comments, and I will see you same time, same place next week. Bye, you guys.